Everyone, let's get started with the second round of dart shifting or displacement. So right now the dart that we are going to create is going to be a center front horizontal dart, which is going to be shifted from half the waist dart. To do that, I have already created a slash line here. Where does the slash line begin and end? So it starts at the bust point exactly and it goes till the center front line. Now when you reach the center front, you need to ensure that the line is perpendicular to your center front line. I have marked the slash line. Let's cut it. Now, after cutting the slash line, this looks like this. Now we have to fold half the waist dart to be able to get our center front horizontal dart. For that, if you remember, any dart which is being created on the center front or on the neckline, the folding of the dart, waist dart will change. It will now move from left to right. In the previous video, you must have seen and noted that the dart was on the shoulder. So anywhere dart on the shoulder, arm or side seam, the folding of the waist dart is going to be right over left. So now since at center front horizontal, let's do it left over right. So I have marked the midpoints here on both the sides of the dart, that is dart leg to center line to dart leg. I have marked the midpoints. Let's do the folding. So I am folding one onto the other. This is what it looks like, and here we have our center front dart which has opened up. Let's trace this onto a fresh sheet of paper. So here I have traced it out for you. Now we need to make a slight change here. We need to make some modification. Why do we need that modification? What is the name of the dart that we have created? It is center front horizontal. But if you observe, the lower dart leg of the dart is what is center front horizontal. The midline of the dart is not horizontal because it's not perpendicular to the center front line. It is at an angle. So when you wear a garment which is like this, the dart is going to look a little skewed towards the upper side, towards the neckline, which is why we need to centralize this dart. Now, how do you centralize a dart? Simply said, we need to ensure that the horizontal line becomes the center line of our dart rather than the center line shifting upwards. So how are you going to do it? You simply measure the distance between the dart, mark the midpoint, and mark half the distance below the horizontal line. So the distance of the dart is going to remain the same, which is, say, x. So from the horizontal line, I will mark half x above and half x below. Now half x is already marked up as is where is because of the center line of the dart. I will mark half x underneath it right here. Let's measure and mark. So here I have marked the half x point underneath, and I am going to create a line right up till the bust point indicating the new dart. So here we go. This is my new dart leg and my center front horizontal line, which is this line. This will become my center line of the dart. Now what about the fourth line? We need in a dart two dart legs and the center line. What about this? This line will simply get erased and we will connect the center front down till the dart leg like this. And this line is going to get erased. Now let us see the tracing of this and the final inking of this. Okay, here we can see I have already done the inking of this centralized dart onto a fresh sheet of paper. Notice the changes. First and foremost, without losing track, this is my bust point right here, and I have ended the darts 2 inches away from the bust point. Next change, the horizontal line is actually the horizontal of the center front, and the two dart legs are the new dart legs which have been created If you can match it with this and identify these are the new dart legs which are marked here, and the horizontal line is what is marked in red dotted here. So we have the centralized dart here, and we will just complete the inking and show the final steps. Let's see the final steps of the displacement. This is the step 1 with the slash line marked in it. The second step where you have cut the slash line and you have folded the waist dart. The third one, which is after the centralization of the waist center front horizontal dart. Notice that in the previous two images, you have the center front and the FOC, which was marked higher up along with the grain line. But now if you can see, after the center front dart has opened up, the upper part goes towards the left hand side, which is why you cannot mark the center front and FOC along with the grain line here. This needs to be marked here lower down along with the grain line. So things to keep in mind: centralize the dart, end both the darts 2 inches away from the bust point, and mark the center front, FOC and grain line on the lower side and not on the upper side of the dart. That is all for now. Thank you.